there's a lot of people that have really strong opinions, obviously, of audio. And do you find that with Focal, or I think that's the case with most people, is that some people are just really loyal to certain brands and they don't like others. But do you see any like pockets of people that prefer Focal over others? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's tendencies, and I think it's maybe a genre specific tendency, but I don't know that any of that's intentional. Like, I think people use in a lot of cases what they aspire to, like who their favorite engineers use, or maybe they've used something in a studio that they've worked in and they like that experience, or whatever the case is, and and people move. The more community centric it is, the easier the translation goes from room to room. So that's a thing for sure. People love 1073s. Why? Because at one point in time, in the UK, there was 1073s in a reasonable amount of places, and sure enough, engineers were going through and they started using 1073s. Everybody's like, "This is great."
Yeah.
And now there's 1073s across the planet everywhere.
Yeah.
And Focal certainly benefited from a lot of that. There's other companies that make great speakers who do as well.
Yeah.
But I don't get the feeling that there's like little like gear cults or anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Nashville's it's a really cool town. Everybody's super laid back. Everybody's also like super supportive of each other, which is cool. It's like, oh, I'm booked, I can't do that, but you should call this guy.
Right.
There's not like this.
There's enough to go around.
It feels like there's enough to go around, and everybody's supportive, which is really cool.
And that's the thing. Like when we get asked all the time, so we don't specify gear and speakers and things. We try to stay neutral on that, and it's because for one, especially when it comes to the speakers, they ask us like, which speakers do you recommend? And I'll throw out some of my favorites, but I think you really should go listen to them in a room. Like before you make any choice, like you should really go hear them. And that's a tough thing too, because depending on which room you go hear them in, that's going to impact the way what you think about them.
That's the hardest thing. that is hands down the hardest thing. And I would say, like, I tell people all the time that I see folks buy these really big speakers in these environments that aren't capable of handling not just output, but the frequency extension, the intended listening distance of the speaker. Like, there's all these variables, and it happens, and it's like acoustics. Maybe this is a big business card for Gavin, but and Haverstic Designs. But like, the room is your monitoring system. Period.
Yeah.
And and there's a lot of people trying to fix it quickly with EQ or with AutoCal or whatever, and there's some really great solutions that help that, but there's still air between the transducers and your ears.
Right.
So however that sound is traveling through that environment, like, you have to account for that. And there's lots of great showrooms. There's lots of places you can go to listen to speakers in pretty decent environments, but it's never going to be your room.
Right.
Ever.
That's not the easy part of selling speakers, right? Because
it's hard. Yeah.
You will listen to it, and I'll see. I mean, as a customer, if you go to these, sometimes showrooms and try to get a feel for what the speakers are, and then, you will put them in your room and it will sound different. But at the same time, it's so tough to tell a customer, hey, you want to try like 2 or 3 different brands and pairs of speakers, we'll go there and we'll swap them all out. And even just the transition period of switching from one speaker to the other, it's so physically difficult. So I
think the audible memory of the average person is like, what,
7 seconds?
7 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. So like, you're trying to switch a speaker, and I've seen one place that has like an automated like wheel.
Oh wow.
That spins crazy. The speakers so they're in the exact same acoustic position. At least the acoustic center of the speakers is in the same position, and it's like on a rotating wheel, and just goes zoop, and
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Can I go? You don't have to say who it is. But
yeah.
Can I go see that somewhere?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But that's the only time I've ever been in a position where I was like, okay, this is
you just
this is
stay
possible.
in the same spot and.
But it's still pretty. It still takes a minute because you can't just like. There's inertia, right? So,
sure.
Or there'd be speakers everywhere.